my books, particularly Game of Thrones and Song of Ice and Fire, do deal a lot with the issue of power. In a medieval setting, yes, but you can translate some of those lessons to the real world. I mean, I think we as human beings have some kind of basic drives, some motivations that drive all of us. We all want love, and we all want sex, and we all want kind of recognition, glory. If you go back to Casablanca, it's all the same old story of fighting for love and glory. And those are all good things. But I also think there's something innate in human beings, which is the drive to have power. And of course, we see it acted out in the Middle Ages, in the Roman Republic, people striving for elected office or for the highest level to be the consul, to be eventually the emperor, killing people to achieve this, poisoning them, stabbing them, leading armies against each other. In modern times, we fight it out with elections. But it goes deeper than that. I mean, I don't know how it is at your university, but at some of the places I've taught, the fight to be chairman of the English department was as bloody as the 100 Years' War.
Not to be the chair.
I mean, a tiny little bit of power, but people still want it. I don't know. I think there's something innate in us that we like to have the power to tell other people what to do, and we don't want other people to tell us what to do. And hey, that's certainly true of me. I hate people telling me what to do, but I do enjoy telling other people what to do. So, power is an endlessly fascinating subject. And then what to do when you have the power. The whole issue of kingship, and what is kingship about, and what do you do if you're the ruler? This is something that Tolkien, as great as he was in many things, never really dealt with this. I mean, his evil guys wanted power, Sauron and so forth wanted power. And if you put the ring on and became corrupted by it, one of the signs of corruption was you wanted power. So clearly there's something there that says power is evil, and he believed that on some level, I guess. But then you get to the end of the book and you come across, well, Aragon then was king and he ruled wisely as well for the next 100 years. People were living a long time in those days, especially if they had a little elf blood or something like that. And the land prospered. The land always prospered in fairy tales and things that if you had a good king, the land would prosper, and a true king. If you had an evil king, the land would wither. The king was connected with the land. It's a wonderful myth system. Of course, it doesn't work that way in real life. It's not being a good king doesn't make you. Being a good person doesn't make you a good king or a good president. I think during my lifetime, Jimmy Carter was probably the best person ever to serve as president. Incredibly intelligent, incredibly moral, well-meaning, and all that. He was a terrible president. Much as I like Jimmy, great guy, terrible president. So in my books, I'm kind of exploring. I mean, ruling. When you get the power, what do you do? Ruling is hard. Ruling is very difficult. He rules wisely and well for 100 years, Tolkien says of Aragon. What was his tax policy? Did he rule over the elves too? Were the elves content to rule over him, even though he was a man? When he sent the order to Rivendell and Lothlorien, did the elves say, yes, sir, king, sir? Or did they say, leave us alone, you're not our king? What do you do about all those leftover orcs? There are hundreds of thousands. Could he, set up little orc schools and try to get them off eating man flesh and become productive members of society? Then he pursue a policy of organized genocide, where he sent people to completely wipe out the orc. Well, Tolkien never answers any of these questions. These are hard questions. So my characters have to deal with that stuff. There's no clear-cut good answer or bad answer. You have to, oh my God, I'm the king. I have to make this decision, and no matter what decision I make, some people are going to hate me. So how do I go through it? I love to grapple with these kinds of issues.